Ladies and gentlemen, it was a bad day at office for our queens, the Black Queens of Ghana, as they've kick-started their 2025 WAFCON tournament in their opener against the defending champion South Africa. Just after the game, the head coach of the team, Kim Las Bukegren, has spoken, and you're going to check it out in this video. Latest from the camp of the star boy Mohammed Kudus. According to multiple reports, the star boy has turned down late approach from Bayern Munich, and you check it out in this video as his match focus on joining Tottenham Hotspur. Latest from the camp of Daniel Kofichie, it's a piece of good news for the Black Stars of Ghana, same as his club side, SC Freiburg. Black Stars Wenger has now joined a new club, and you're going to check it out in this video. But before I proceed with the details of all these stories, if you are new on this platform, kindly subscribe to the channel, hit on the post notification bell for more updates. Don't forget to please like this video and share to other social media platforms. You can follow Manuel TV Sports both on Facebook and TikTok. Leave your decent comments in the comment box for special shoutouts at the end of my presentation. And let's delve straight forward into the stories. To start with is a camp of our queens, the Black Queens of Ghana. They were being obliterated by the Bayana of South Africa, the defending champions of these editions of the WAFCON tournament in Morocco, by 2-0, of which we've all had a full glare of the game. For my side, I'm not shocked with the results, but I'm okay with their performance, especially in the second half. Ghana conceded 2 goals before recess, and just after recess, you were able to control the tempo of the game. You were able to hit the crossbar 2 times, and looking at it, it's quite enough to talk about the Queens that subsequently, if they are to go in and even improve on their performance in the second half, meaning they are going to do better against Mali and Tanzania on the 11th and 14th of this month, respectively, in the AFCON tournament. Our game against South Africa, as initially said on this platform, it was a high-stake game, and looking at it, it was an appeal task for the Black Queens of Ghana, and indeed, it was that in the game against South Africa. Let's have a glance of the table as it stands now. Just after our 2-0 defeat to South Africa, Mali also managed to also defeat Tanzania by 1-0. So for now, Ghana is at the bottom of Group C. And this is the table as it stands now, the official one. South Africa first with 3 points plus 2 goals. Mali second with 3 points plus a goal. Tanzania 0 points minus a goal. And the Black Queens of Ghana 0 points minus 2 goals. And that is that. Let me just give you a brief of this, even lest I forget. With the groups, we have 3 groups in these editions of the WAFCON tournaments. And with the 3 groups, meaning the first and second of each group will automatically qualify to the quarterfinal stage of the competition. And looking at this, 8 countries make up the quarterfinal stage of the competition, meaning 2 of the best third place teams will also make it to the quarterfinal stage, of which we are just hoping that the Black Queens of Ghana can make it to the quarterfinal stage of the competition. If they're able to make it to the quarterfinal stage, they'll be getting around $200,000. And even from the quarterfinals to the semifinals, they are just going to get hefty amounts of 300,000 to 350,000. If they are to make it to the grand finale stage, they'll get either $1 million or $500,000, which is enough to uplift the flag of Ghana high in Morocco in this WAFCON tournament. And that is that from the camp of our queens. Just after the game, the head coach of the team, Kim Las Bukegren, has spoken, and let's check it out.
With the start of the game for us, I think we were a better team the first half hour until the penalty came. They can score from the penalty. It came a little bit from nowhere. After that, we gave them the opportunity to score another one. That's the problem a little bit when we lose the concentration, then we give it away too much. But otherwise, I think the performance is good, I would say. I mean, we know we were playing against the previous champions, so maybe the potential the toughest game that you can play in this tournament. Like I said, I think we did many good things. So if we take the good things with us into the next 2, then I'm pretty sure that we're going to make the playoff, and that's the most important. So I'm, of course, a little bit disappointed over the result, but not so disappointed over the performance. As said before the game, there's going to be a close game. It's going to be a 50-50 game. I think it was the stats that I had. It was when we're talking XG, it was similar, more or less in shots. I think it was 13-11 for us. Shots on goal, we had more. We had more corners, for example. So overall, like if you're looking at stats, it's a close game, or we are actually better sometimes. And yeah, many good things, but they're a little bit cleaner inside of the box. And we know that they have a couple of good players for sure, so it's good for them.
Away from the camp of our queens, is to the camp of our star boy, Mohammed Kudus. And as you all know, the star boy has become one of the most in-demand Black Stars and Ghanaian player this 2025 summer transfer window. And I have to extensively talk from his camp. As earlier reported to you on this platform, Kudus has finally said yes to joining Tottenham Hotspur. What is left from Tottenham Hotspur is to negotiate in a good mood for the signature of the star boy. Yesterday, I said they've submitted a bid of £50 million, which was rejected outright. But according to the details of the bid, they added what you call the add-on clause to the bid. And they said they want to get Mohammed Kudus add-on clause when they are able to win the UEFA Champions League, same as the Premier League next season, before they can add that amount for the signature of Kudus Mohammed. By that time, Kudus will be playing for them. And when West Ham United had a glance of the bid, they just rejected it outright. They were like, hey, you people, you want to play smart with us. We need money. And what are you doing with what you needed to submit for the signature of the star boy Mohammed Kudus? So that is that. And according to reports, maybe this week, they'll be going in for the second bid for the services of Mohammed Kudus, and it should be around 60 to 70 million pounds. And as you all know from Mohammed Kudus' release clause, from multiple reports, the expiration of his release clause is around the 10th of July 2025. And today is the 7th of July 2025, meaning we have 3 days more for the expiration of Mohammed Kudus' release clause. And can Tottenham Hotspur activate his release clause? That is another question that we'll be asking in the next updates. Now, with multiple reports and a report from the strategic and the operational head of football for TBL Football, same as GLV Media, Graham Bailey, he is saying that Mohammed Kudus has turned down offer from Bayern Munich just after they approached him. He's not interested in joining Bayern Munich, and is much focused on joining Tottenham Hotspur. And as you all know, the issues surrounding Bayern Munich, their player Jamal Musiala picked up an unfortunate, which is a pathetic injury in their game against PSG in the Club World Cup, the ongoing Club World Cup. And of course, that sparked them into an action in order to hunt for his replacement, of which they just looked around and they saw that Kudus Mohammed will be a best fit for Jamal Musiala in their club side. They came in with an approach, that is a formal approach for his services, and he said, nah, do you know something? I want to join Tottenham Hotspur. And what are the reasons do you think will happen for Mohammed Kudus to go in for Tottenham Hotspur ahead of Bayern Munich? We all know that Bayern Munich is one of the glamorous clubs in Europe, and even if you are comparing Tottenham Hotspur to that of Bayern Munich is ahead of Tottenham Hotspur. And to some of the reasons, Kudus Mohammed now wants to much focus on the Premier League. And you get to know that with the Premier League, there will be no adaptation delay. He's in the Premier League, and going out of the Premier League will be another story for him. Aside that, Kudus see that he will get meaningful minutes with Tottenham Hotspur, and even the Premier League is also a top competition, and leading role at Tottenham Hotspur will be one of his priorities, meaning there is no way he will be joining any other club outside the Premier League. That is the latest from what I know. And we all know that Mohammed Kudus is having the same similitude with Jamal Musiala. Kudus can play as an attacking midfielder, as a left winger, as a right winger. Same as Jamal Musiala can also play as an attacking midfielder predominantly. He can also play as a central midfielder and also as a left winger. So meaning they are technically gifted, same as they are positionally reliable or flexible. You can use them in any position out front of which this time around, Kudus is much focused on joining Tottenham Hotspur. And that is the latest coming in from the camp of the star boy Mohammed Kudus. And let's check out this write-up from Graham Bailey of TBL Football. He said Mohammed Kudus has rejected a late approach from Bayern Munich because he is set on completing a Tottenham transfer. Kudus has informed West Ham that he is focused only on signing for Spurs, and that is that. And looking at how things are going, maybe that will be the right destination for the star boy Mohammed Kudus. A lot of transfer news surrounding the star boy Mohammed Kudus, and I'll get time to explain it bit by bit for you to understand the reason why some clubs are coming in for his signature, the reasons why some clubs are not coming in for the right mode for his signature. We just talk about this. As you all know, he has also been linked with Chelsea, Manchester United, and other clubs. And that is that from the camp of the star boy Mohammed Kudus. Let me proceed from the camp of a Black Stars winger who played with maturity, tactical discipline, and hunger during the 2025 Unity Cup tournament. This player was born on the 14th of December 2004. Currently, he is 20 years. He started his football journey from Ghana, that is somewhere in March 2023. He joined Subsport 08 from Shooting Star Academy, second division side in Accra, right from Shooting Star to Subsport 08 in Norway. Just 4 months in Norway, he had an offer, that is 5-year offer, to join KLC Genk in Belgium. And indeed, with KLC Genk in Belgium, he played 90 matches with 5 goals and 7 assists. Ladies and gentlemen, the player I'm talking about is Christopher Bambonso. With the latest updates coming in, agreed, sealed, and announced, he is now a player for Al Qassia in Saudi Arabia. That is the latest reports. And with the details of his contract, he will be signing 4 years with the club, same as it is reported that he will be getting around £15 million for his deal. And that is that, either euros or pounds. That is that coming in from the camp of Christopher Bambonso. So the initials of the introduction was his introduction into the team for Al Qassia. So subsequently, 2025-2026 in the Saudi Arabian Pro League, Christopher Bambonsu will be playing for Al Qassia in Saudi Arabia, a club that Jerry Efie, a player for the Black Stars, is also at playing for now in that team. And that is that. We wish them the very best of luck in all their endeavors with the club side, Al Qassia. And that is that coming in from his camp. Now, let me move on to the piece of good news coming from the camp of Daniel Kofichev. With the latest, this one is confirmed, official one. He has returned to the grass after being sidelined for almost, is it 2 years, 5 months? Because he got injured somewhere around February 2023, just after the Qatar 2022 World Cup. We didn't see that of Daniel Kofiche in the Black Stars team, which was a worrisome to the Black Stars of Ghana's team. It got to a point that we needed a player to shake up in the attacking midfield role, a player to shake up in the central midfield role, but he wasn't anywhere to be found in the team. And now he's back training with SC Freiburg first team. He had what we call anterior cruciate ligament injury, and coming back just after 2 years and 5 months, I think he's coming in and he's back for good with the Black Stars of Ghana, same as SC Freiburg. So subsequently, let's see how things will be happening around his latest updates. I will just keep you posted on this platform. And that is that from the camp of Daniel Kofiche. And I'll end here with my presentation, as I was being supported by my hardworking chief editor, Emmanuel Kwame Asiedu, and my amazing graphic designer, Dominic. Just pardon me, I'm very tired. So subsequently, you improve on everything. Let me give shout outs to my amazing top commenters and cherished viewers in the comment box. Special shout outs to with Lack TV, and that's of You Drive. I do appreciate your support. Rufai Abdullah, Olemba Wahab, Pencil, Samuel Yabua, Ghanism, Nai. I do appreciate Joseph Akadaji, Joseph Amana Agadaji, Anyamana. All right. I do appreciate your support. Mark Morgan, Mark Morgan, and the others. All those who commented, but you didn't hear your name, and all those who watched but didn't comment. I do appreciate all your support to Manual TV Sports. Let's meet in the next one. It's bye for now.